What's up everyone, Commander Carl here, and today's an exciting day because today's the day that I get to show you guys some of the things I've done for Postal 4. Now if you're new here or you're just kind of out of the loop, just a quick refresher, I got hired at Running with Scissors. I did some Postal skits back in summer and it got their attention. They really liked it, and when I told them that I was a 3D artist and that I've worked on Callisto Protocol, they were pretty excited about the prospect of giving me a job, and after a quick art test, I was pretty much hired right on the spot. So when I got started on Postal, there really were two things that stood out to me that needed to be fixed immediately. One was the foliage rendering. The trees and shrubs in this game, the lighting was just not working. It wasn't hitting them correctly. The second thing I fixed, which was honestly even more important, were the particle effects. They were lackluster. They didn't have that oomph that I feel like they really needed. So how about I quit yammering and start showing you guys some stuff. First, let's take a look at the foliage. Now, as I said, the foliage in this game just did not look good, and the reason really just boiled down to how the shader was handling the geometry. Let's take a look at this pine tree here. Notice how no matter what angle I'm looking at it, it really isn't being properly lit by the sun. It looks flat and noisy. Let's take this tree into Blender and see what we got. In Blender, you can see the tree mesh without any materials and just a very basic shader. Notice how the leaves are actually just planes that intersect. This is typically how foliage is rendered in games, as rendering each pine needle or leaf would be extremely and unnecessarily performance heavy. The problem with the leaf meshes here is that they're being shaded the same way this cube is being shaded, which isn't really what you want to do. Instead, these leaf meshes need to render in more of a volumetric manner, which can be achieved by using custom normals. This way, light and shadow can propagate throughout the leaf meshes in a more natural way. In Unreal Engine, this is incredibly easy to achieve. All you really have to do is just disable tangent space normals on the foliage shader, and voila. Now you can see that light passes evenly through the leaf meshes regardless of the orientation. And when dynamic shadows are enabled, they can effectively handle the shading. With all the trees and shrubs actually looking good, it was time to move on to particles. Now I'm not going to go over the technicals on how I did these particles. Instead, I'm just going to shut my chili hole and let you guys see the before and after for yourselves. So sit back and enjoy the show.
Who's your daddy? Heads up. Here, catch. Here, catch. Here, catch. Here, catch. Oh, yeah. Huh? Thankfully, it's not burning today.
pretty much it. That's the gist of what I've been doing for the last couple months on Postal 4. I'm really looking forward to giving you guys regular updates on all the things I work on, so expect many more videos just like this. This update should be coming out pretty soon. I don't know the exact date, but we're really working hard to get it out as soon as possible. So keep your eyes peeled and make sure you pick up Postal 4 if you haven't already. Commander out.